I'm so excited for today's video because we are DIYing our drawer organizers. These work so well for notions, and while it might seem kind of like a frivolous project, I noticed that I can store so many more things when I have them organized. It's not just a pretty project, it's actually super functional, and you can do color combinations exactly as you wish. So I'm going to take you step by step for how we do this. If we haven't met yet, I'm Christine, founder of Sewing and the City, and you can shop my PDF sewing patterns as well as my online courses teaching various sewing skills over at sewingandthecity.com. So today I've got on my Bleecker sweatshirt. I don't know if you can see. I have sweats on the bottom. It's such a cozy look and perfect for kind of this still cold but kind of getting into spring weather. Let's talk about supplies that we need for this project. So the base of our organizers is actually this foam core board. It's about a 1/4 inch thick, and it comes in like these fairly large sheets. I think mine was 50 centimeters by 70 centimeters. They had white at one time, and then I was kind of scoping it out, and then when I went back to get it, they only had black left. So I probably would have gotten white if they had had it, but black worked well as well. But if you have a light colored fabric, you definitely would probably want to find the white. I used one board per drawer, and it's really just going to depend on the size of your drawer. The second thing you're going to need is a box cutter. So mine came in a pack of 2, and I first used this little mini guy because I thought it was really, really cute. But it didn't do the job very well, so I would definitely recommend using a large box cutter. It's going to be so much easier because we are going to be doing a lot of cutting. Speaking of the cutting, you're going to want to have either your cutting mat or some kind of like a wood scrap or something that you can cut your foam pieces on. So I just have my regular cutting mat. Also, to help you with cutting, a straight edge ruler is going to be really, really, really helpful. Mine actually has the grids down to the 1/4 inch. I actually use this for quilting, so it's very, very, very precise, and this really helped me get very precise cuts. So I would recommend something as detailed as this, like an actual quilting ruler if you have it. Otherwise, you know, a tape measure and a pencil and some kind of straight edge will get the job done. So the secret ingredient to this project is the spray glue. So I had a little bit of trouble finding this. This one that I did find is actually repositionable, which I found really, really helpful as I was gluing my fabric to my foam board. So you definitely need some spray glue. And speaking of the glue, you're definitely gonna wanna have a pair of rubber gloves on hand to protect your hands from the spray glue. And of course, you're gonna need your fabric. So I chose this fabric that I had found for, I think €3 a meter. I just loved the colors, and yeah, so you're gonna need a fashion fabric to cover and make your organizers. And last but not least, you're gonna need a glue gun. We're just gonna do a little bit of glue gun at the very end to kind of secure everything in place. So before we get started, I just wanted to share one kind of tip that I learned from doing my drawers, and that is take your time to be really, really precise with your measurements. Even down to the 1/8 of an inch with these organizers is definitely going to make a difference because we kind of wedge these guys in. So you really want them to be nice and secure, and really, like, the measurements kind of make such a huge difference. Without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing I like to do is kind of play with what is going to go where. And so in this one, I'm doing my bobbins, I'm doing my clips. I'm going to do 2 things of clips. My bias cutter or bias tape makers, pins, and then here I'm gonna do a narrow row with, I think, 3 spots for my needles, some little things, and then probably here will be my chalk. So I kind of get the lay of the land, just so I like the way it's gonna be organized. I have a little bit of an idea of what I'm going to be creating. But the very first thing that we need to do is do the outer liners and the bottom. The first thing I do is start with the biggest piece, which is the bottom piece. So you just measure your drawer. I recommend measuring each drawer because I did find that mine were slightly different, and you do want these pieces to fit quite tight around your drawer. So this is 15 and 7/8, and this is 9 and 3/4. Next, I'm going to measure out. So we're going to do 4 sides. One here, one in the front, and then the sides are going to be a bit shorter to accommodate the width. So let me show you what I mean. So first, let's start with how high we want these to be. So my drawer is kind of funny. These are higher and then the back one is lower. So if this back one was even with the 3 front, I think I would do mine all the way. This is like 3.5, but because I have this little thing in the back, I'm just gonna do all of mine to this height, which is 2 1/4. So I know that this is 15 and 7/8 long, and then this was 2 1/4. So I'm just going to cut 2 pieces at 15 and 7/8 by 2 1/4, and that will give me my front and the back. Now to get our side measurements. So I've grabbed a piece of my foam board and I'm just gonna measure it. It's 1/4 inch thick. So what we're going to do for our side pieces is we want them to be 1/4 inch less on this side and 1/4 inch less on this side, so that they'll slide in and fit nice and snug with our front and back pieces. So I'm going to measure this. I already know it's 9 3/4. So I'm going to subtract 1/4, so that's 9 1/2, and then another 1/4, which is 9 1/4. And so I will cut 2 pieces, 9 1/4 by 2 1/4 of height. Okay, so I have my markings done. This is going to be the bottom of my drawer, and then this is the front and the back. And then these are my 2 sides, just slightly shorter than this side. Now I'm gonna use my straight edge and my box cutter to cut out all of these shapes. So now I have all of my pieces cut. So what I like to do is just do a test before I put the fabric on them, just to make sure that they fit properly. So I'm just kind of testing this out. That fits so nice and snug. My first one, my pieces were pretty loose and it was okay in the end, but I really wanted this drawer to be really tight. This one, I think I may need to shave a little bit off of this one. It's too tight. Not even 1/8 of an inch that I'm going to just kind of shave off of each of these side pieces. Okay, so now I have my outer drawer. They're in. And next what I'm going to do is take my notions again, now cut the inner pieces. I'm going to do 1 piece full length here, another full length piece, and another full length piece. So that means I need 3 pieces that are the same size as my sides, because they're just gonna fit the same way, basically, just like that. I don't necessarily want them this tall. On my other drawer, I ended up cutting all of my middle pieces to 1.5 inches. So rather than 2 1/4, I did 1.5 inches, and that made it a little bit easier to get my hands in and grab the thing. These inner ones, I'm going to cut to the same length, but a shorter in the width. So I'm going to cut 1, 2, 3 of my long, and then I'm going to fit those in, and then I'm going to cut some little ones to do other dividers. Okay, so now I have my middle pieces in, and now I can kind of see I'm going to make 1 cross section there, This one I'm going to divide in half because I have two sizes of clips. So I'm going to do my extra small and then my larger ones in the back. This one I'm also going to just divide in half, so I'll do a little one there. And then on this side I'm going to have my needles, and then I'll do a divider, and then I think I'm going to divide these into 3. So I'll do 2 pieces here. And really all I do is I'll take a scrap piece and just kind of line it up, and then I'll mark it kind of where I want it, and then I'll just cut it. And then once we have all our pieces cut, I'm going to show you how we cover these with fabric and make it beautiful. Okay, I'm going to cut out the last of my pieces. All right, so this is my finished drawer configuration. And now we're going to cut fabric to cover each of these pieces. So the first thing I like to do is cut my bottom piece, because this is the biggest piece that we're going to have to cover. And all you want to do is we are just going to lay this down and leave about 1 inch to 1.5 inches around the perimeter. And for this, I'm just going to use my rotary cutter. And I'm not going to be too exact with this. I'm just cutting off the salvage edge here. You could definitely use your scissors as well. Just cutting around the edge. And that will be our base piece. So now we're going to be cutting out our fabric. So this part can be a little bit more of like a custom cutting. This is what we are going for. So we have our divider piece, and our fabric is going to cover edge for edge. So see how that matches perfectly there. And then we're going to glue this on, and it wraps around and it perfectly covers our board. We're cutting them the exact size of our foam board on either side, but we're just adding this 1/4 inch up here to allow it to go around and cover. And then when we glue this on, it's just going to perfectly cover our foam board. So I have all of my fabric pieces cut, and I've kind of kept them with each of the piece just so I don't get them messed up. So now what I do is I'm right-handed. So I put my left hand on with a glove, and then what I do is spray my spray glue to the wrong side of my fabric piece, and I do each one individually, and then I'll show you how I glue the fabric onto the tag board. So I'm gonna go outside for this because this spray glue I don't think I want to use inside, so I will show you how I do this outside. Pieces, all of the fabric adhered. I do want to show you my main piece. So basically I just glued that one on. You can kind of see how I did the corners. This one is kind of the only piece that is done like this. It's a little unique. All the others are using the fold over technique. This one, I don't get too precious with the corners because you're really not gonna be able to see this. It's gonna be all tucked away. So yeah, that is our big piece. The other thing I wanna show you is if you have a piece like this that has just a little bit of an overhang of the fabric. You can just kind of go and trim that little bit off. And then I'll show you how I place these into the drawer. First things first is we're going to lay in our bottom piece, just like so. I'm glad I tested that out because it's a nice, perfect fit, and that really feels like a great foundation for the drawer. Then I'm going to place my front and my back pieces, and this one, and then I'll do my side pieces, nice and snug. I'll do this side. Now I am going to pop in these. I'm probably going to need to grab my notions again, just kind of get them where I think they're gonna go. And now I'll start placing in my notions again. Yeah, gotta move that one over to about there. What did we have? We had pins there, I love that. Make this a little bit over, and then we had the clips here, so that's perfect. Okay, and then I can go in and kind of figure out, okay, this one, have a little bit of patience here. This definitely is a patience project all around. It's a little tedious, but I'll just go, this one I want in the middle, because I want to divide my things by size, so just kind of going to fit that there. Okay, and then this is gonna have to move over. These were just about the same. So now these are, I mean, they're pretty stable, but they're actually not all that stable. So all we have to do is, I'm gonna heat up the glue gun, and we're just gonna glue at these points, here, 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 and here, and kind of make this a divider that just drops in to our outer frame. And so yeah, I'm gonna glue these in place so that it's really, really strong. But look how good it looks, isn't that beautiful? So let's get these glued in. Look at that beautiful drawer. So I was able to fit, have all of my needles in here, my large clips, small clips, bobbins, pins, bias tape organizers, hooks and eyes, my lingerie stuff, and my chalk. I still have one more drawer to do, and then my notion storage will all be complete. So I hope this tutorial was helpful. If it was, please hit the like button. It really, really helps me so much as I grow this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I loved sharing this project with you. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.